I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls my whole life. I collect everything from porcelain to cloth, American Girl, neonates, and real care dolls. But my favorite is to collect and make Reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Zoe, Haley, Landon, and Maizie. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hi guys, so I'm here with Maizie. Let me get her changed out of her Easter pajamas. She never did make it into an Easter dress. But I can still put her in some nice dresses when the weather gets a little warmer. Right now it's still really cold. But while I change her, I wanted to discuss something. Something that happened about a year ago, and at the time I was going to make a video about it when it happened. But honestly, I just wasn't sure how I wanted to, what I wanted to say or how I wanted to go about it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make the video, but after long deliberation with myself, I've decided I want to talk about this. I think Kimberly's Cocoon sort of touched upon this topic around the time that this happened to me, because it made her question what she should do as an artist as well. So basically, if you guys remember a few years back, I think it was like 2004, that I won an award for one of the Reborns that I made. And it was the Estelle sculpt, which is the same sculpt that my Chloe is made with. And I won an award, and I absolutely loved how that Reborn came out. In my opinion, that was probably the best Reborn I had ever made. In terms of, okay, is there like snaps I'm missing on here? All right, the neck just doesn't give very much. Yeah, so in my opinion, it was the best Reborn doll I had ever made. I loved her to bits. I thought she looked even better than Chloe. It was amazing to see how far my work had come from the very first doll I made, which was also the Estelle kit, to doing the Estelle kit, which I think was my 20th or 24th doll I had made. So it was so nice to see the progression. And I really had toyed with the idea of keeping her, but I couldn't justify having two of the same sculpt in my collection. I know some people can do it. I don't like to have two of the same sculpt. It's not for me. And there's no way at the time that I could part with Chloe, because she was the first Reborn I ever made, and I definitely wanted to keep my first Reborn that I made. So I decided to put up my contest baby for sale. And she was purchased by someone in the doll community. I don't even remember who now, but I'm not going to be naming any names in this video anyway. So she was bought by someone. And they had her for a little while. And then they sold her to someone else. And then not too long after, the second person that owned her put her up for sale as well. And I decided to buy the doll back, because I just thought, oh my gosh, like, this is my contest baby that I won an award for. I love her. I just don't want to see her bounced around from home to home. So I bought her back. And I had her for a while. And I enjoyed her. But again, it just got back to the fact that I needed to make room for some new babies. And again, it was the whole, I could not justify it to myself to keep two of the same sculpt. So I decided to put her up for sale again. And she was bought from my Etsy shop. And this person was so happy to have her, loved her to bits, and all that. And, you know, told me this was going to be a forever baby for them. Loved this baby so much and all this stuff. Then this person disappeared from the Reborn community for quite a while, quite a few months, and wasn't sure what was going on with them and this and that. Well, then months go by. Ooh, these overalls don't fit her as nicely as I hoped they would. They're a little snug. They are a little bit snug. Yeah, so all of a sudden I get a message from someone and they said, I just came across this on eBay and I was wondering, is this the doll that you reborn that you won an award for? And I went and looked at the auction and I was horrified. Absolutely horrified. It was my contest baby up for sale on eBay. This person stated that this doll was created by me. They named my name as an artist and they named my, like, I go by Krystle's Little Monkeys is my Reborn business name. And they named all that. But this doll that I saw in the pictures did not represent my art whatsoever. This doll had been completely, I don't even know what the word would be, demolished, trashed. It was very upsetting to me because, like I said, this was a doll that I had won an award for. And, hi Riley. And it was heartbreaking to me to see the condition that this doll was in. And I will show you the picture of my winning contest baby, how she looked when I made her. So you can see the photos here. She had gorgeous skin tone. She had gorgeous rooted hair, as you can see in the pictures. And I loved her. I was so proud of her. The rooting on her was my best rooting job ever. I loved her to bits. Now here is the picture of her from the auction. She's a wreck. Her hair, she hardly has any hair left. I was beside myself. I couldn't believe it. On top of that, I was wondering what the stitching was on her body, on her cloth body. Well, I read the description. I read the description of the video and it said how much the doll weighed. It said this doll weighed 18 pounds, guys. 18 pounds. And I know that when I made that baby, I weighed her at 4 pounds. Now, or maybe it was 4 or 5 pounds. And I remember when the person purchased her from Etsy, they had asked if I could put extra weighting in her because they liked their babies a little on the heavier side. Well, this sculpt was a certain size. I think it was a 20-inch sculpt with quarter arms and legs, 3/4 arms and legs. And I just couldn't add any more weight than, I think, 5 pounds. I got up to 5 pounds. I could not add any more weight in there without compromising the body, the cloth body. And I explained that to them. I said, if I put any more weight, there's not enough room in the body for more weight. So if I put more weight, I'm going to have to take out more polyfill, which means your doll is not going to be as cuddly. And on top of that, it's going to put strain on the seams of the body as well as on the joints of the body. So they said, okay, I'll leave it at the 5 pounds. Well, as it so turns out, this person sliced open the cloth body. They sliced it open, guys, and added some extra weight in there. I don't know what they added to get it to 18 pounds. Riley, come here, Riley. Oh, did you find a sunspot? Riley, what are you doing? Okay, so anyways, they put something in the back of the body to add extra weight to make it 18 pounds. This is a newborn size baby. No newborn size baby weighs 18 pounds, guys. That's ridiculous. And then they stitched it up. You know, it looked like some monster that Frankenstein made. And I don't know what she did to the hair, but there was hardly any hair left on this baby. I was devastated to see the condition of this baby. And I immediately thought to myself, I do not want my name on this auction. I do not want my name associated with this doll because this is not representative of my work. This is no longer my work. It's been severely altered and damaged. So it's no longer representative of my work. So I contacted the seller. Now, I didn't know who the seller was. I didn't know if the seller was the person that bought the doll from me on Etsy or someone else. But I just messaged the seller and I asked them to please remove my name from this auction. I explained why. I said this doll has been ruined. This is not what my work looks like, and I do not want my name to be associated with this. They wrote back and said, oh, I'm so sorry. My friend so-and-so, I'm not going to name the name, my friend so-and-so gave me this doll as a gift. And this is how the doll came to me. I didn't do anything. This is how the doll was when I got it. And of course, the person that gave it to her was the person that bought it from me on Etsy. So now I know that the person that bought it from Etsy is the one that totally trashed this doll. So this person, you know, just apologized and they did remove my name from the auction and that. But I just have to say, like, I don't know what you guys feel like as artists out there, but, you know, would you feel the same way? Would you want your name associated with that? Because I know I didn't. And then it kind of started to make me think, because when I was really actively creating Reborns, like one right after another, I would always sign my name on the body. And it started to make me think, maybe I should stop signing my name on the body. Because, you know, when dolls are sold secondhand, sometimes their birth certificates become lost or whatever, and then, you know, whoever ends up getting them may not know who the original artist was. And if they place them for sale, they won't be listing my name. You know what I mean? So I don't know, it just put the idea in my head, and I believe Kimberly's Cocoon had discussed the topic at the time about should you sign your work. You know, I feel like I would love to sign my work so that people have that there, and it's nice. I know I like having my dolls signed by their artist if possible. But I know a lot of people nowadays either replace bodies to their own liking, or they restuff them or whatever, or reweight them or whatever. So they may not keep that original body that has my signature on it. And that's fine. Like, I don't mind, you know, like, I know I've adjusted dolls I've gotten, and, you know, I'm fine with people reweighting their dolls, but but there's a proper way to do it. We all know. You take off the head. You know, you cut the cable tie, you take off the head, and then you make your adjustments, and you put the head back on with the cable tie, and everything's good. But when you're slicing up the body, sewing it back up, making it look like, you know, a Frankenstein baby, and you're, you know, doing God knows what to make all the hair fall out. And let me tell you, I like triple sealed that hair. So it should not have fallen out. So I really don't know what they did to make it fall out. I mean, I still have Chloe. I know I don't handle her much, but she's my first doll that I made in 2008, guys, and her hair is still in her head. And that was only sealed one time. Now I tend to triple seal hair to make sure. So I don't know what this person did, but they totally ruined my doll. And, you know, being that it was an award-winning doll for me, that was just heartbreaking. It really was. It was just so sad to see what happened, you know. I know that once you sell a doll, it's out of your hands. You really don't know how the person's going to treat the doll. And I don't think it would have bothered me nearly as much if it hadn't have been the doll that I won the award for, that I considered was the best work I had done to date at that time. But I definitely, like I said, I definitely did not want my name associated with that. And so, I don't know. What do you guys feel about situations like this? Especially if you're an artist, how would you feel? What would you do? Would you ask your name to be removed from the auction? Do you sign your doll bodies as an artist? I don't know, like, and when you've purchased a doll secondhand, do you get all the original paperwork sent to you with that doll so you know who's the Reborn artist is? Or do you generally find that that paperwork gets lost along the way and doesn't get passed along in the secondhand sale? And therefore, you know, have you adopted Reborn secondhand that you didn't know who their artists were? I did have it once. I adopted, if you guys remember Ava. Ava was the Lu San kit. And I got her from someone on Dollfan. Oh, I think I bought her off of Susan, actually, Landon's artist. She was selling some dolls from her collection. And she had no clue who the artist was. She had bought it secondhand, but she believes she was maybe the second or third owner of the doll. And she never got any paperwork sent to her with it, so she had no clue who the artist was, so therefore neither did I. So I did not have any paperwork for that doll. So I didn't know. I didn't know who the artist was. So when I went to sell her, you know, I just sold her as is. And I mean, she was in excellent condition, but there was no artist associated with her. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. How do you feel about it? I just know that it really bothered me, and it was a very upsetting situation to see the before and after of this doll. It was very heartbreaking. But anyways, I'm gonna, I totally forgot I wanted to put headbands on her. So she's got this set of overalls that I bought off of, I think it was either Etsy or it was at that Mum to Mum sale. And it's like a royal blue color, but it has turquoise flowers and birds, and then it also has some white birds and stars and hearts and flowers. And it has these nice cuffs that are like the turquoisey mint green thing. And I paired it with a long sleeve turquoise onesie. I think maybe Angela sent these to us at one point. And I had a couple of hairbands picked out that I was going to see which one looks best with this. So I have a royal blue flower headband that I had made. I think that's a little bit too dark of a blue though. I don't think that really goes with it. What do you guys think? What do you think? I don't know. I think that's a little too blue. I also have a turquoise head wrap, so it's a little more casual. Let me put it this way. So I have this one. That's kind of cute. It's almost the same color as the birds. So there's that option. And it's a little more casual since the outfit is casual. And then I have this sort of like a light turquoise flower. And I think Angela sent us this one too. And this one's almost close in color to the shirt she has on. It's a lighter color. What do you guys think? I don't know. I definitely think the blue is too bright. So I'm kind of going between the flower or the head wrap. This one might be closer in color. Well, this one is like similar to her shirt. Not quite the cuffs, but the shirt. And then this one's a little closer in color to the cuffs and the birds. It's not exact, but it's close. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Which one should I go with? I kind of like the head wrap just because it's more casual, I'm thinking. And it's so big. And she rocks the big, bulky headbands. But, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What headband would you go with? So anyways, there she is a bit closer up so you can see. I think I might stick with the head wrap. Overall, I think it stands out a bit more. But you guys can tell me what you think. And anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on this subject, especially if you're an artist yourself. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.